Hey YouTube, so I've been playing Tiny Epic Defenders and I just want to give you my thoughts. So we played it multiple times, I did it multiple times myself, I played it in different ways. So at first when we started playing this, it was very easy. We just kept winning. And then even before we started recording, just so we understood the rules, and so we started playing on Epic, and we still didn't find it very easy. We weren't even losing hardly by any. So I kind of felt like the game was too easy. But then I started playing the game by myself, and it was quite difficult. I was losing pretty much every game that I was playing. So it really didn't matter on what difficulty a level was from Epic. So I was trying different means. I was using like, if there was 4 players, if there was just 2, if there, if just on one person, I tried different things. I reshuffled the decks, and still a lot of times playing on the impossible difficulty, it was quite difficult. I came real close one time, but then I had to reduce it down to beginner level, and I was able to defeat it. And I got these recorded so you can see them. So I just want to give you some of my thoughts. Now, first of all, let's go with the cards. We can just go with the cards for a moment. These are pretty uninspiring. Now I know this is just a prototype, so I hope that they do a lot more with the backs of these. I mean, they're pretty uninspiring. I like to see a lot more heroes just than the 4. So I like to see more heroes. And so here's the Horde. It just basically says Horde and Hero on it on the back, and then you have your Epic. I mean, this is kind of a cool idea, but I would actually like to see more epics. Um, you only really get 3 of them, and for the most part, when you get to them, they're not that challenging. They don't really do much. So I like to kind of see a rule like every round they like attack the land, because you can pretty much, for the most part, according to the rules, it sounds like you can just pretty much ignore them. So here we have the Kraken, um, which basically you can't use the coast action, can't be used. Which, honestly, you get to it, it's got 6 health, and we found it. You could just tear it up pretty easily. The fire elemental, we actually found this one to be quite challenging, because as you start doing damage to it, it actually deals damage to the planes, and so you actually hurt yourself every time you damage this thing. So we did find this to be challenging. The floating eye, I did play this once, and I found the barbarian just tore the floating eye up. So the floating eye actually has less amount of health. The 2 other epics have 6 health. Floating eye has only 4. So, but when you hit this, it actually moves clockwise. So, yeah, clockwise on the map. So I would kind of like to see more epics, and at least have an epic for each plane, each area. And I would kind of like to see it like every round it does damage to that area. But I saw nothing in the rules that that's what it happens. Also, in earlier in the review, I miscalled the game designer. Gamelin. Yeah, I mispronounced the game designer's name. Um, I think I call it Gavlin or something like that. I'm not Gamelin Games. So I'm not 100% sure how the right way of pronouncing that, but sorry about that for mis saying the name. So as for the special, as for the classes, pretty fun. But I would like to see them, because this is a like cooperative. I would like to see whenever they use their special abilities, it harms someone else. So such as like the sorcerer, I would like to see, you know, remove 3 threats from a region for 2 AP. Quite useful. I found that to be quite useful. I like to actually see if, you know, it removes 3 threats. If there's like a hero on top of that, that person takes, you know, damage. The, you know, like Warlord, every time he uses special ability to go to the capital, maybe someone else has to move, or everybody's got to move clockwise. Because, you know, you really don't screw each other over. You do work together, but I would kind of like to see it messes somebody up. Like, have the special have ability, when they use it, it messes up the person, another player. So, for instance, like the cleric could be something like, you know, you can heal 1 point, but I don't know, maybe you have to damage another person. Maybe the barbarian, you know, something similar, like maybe he doesn't have to spend his own health, maybe he can spend someone else's health or something of that nature. So it makes it a little more challenging, but overall the characters do work well with one another. So I would just like to see just like a pro and con with their special abilities. As for their health, the one thing I notice is when you reach 0 health on the characters, when you actually reach 0 health, it doesn't really do much other than you can't defend. Now you can't defend, and you can't like spend your health points for additional, you know, actions. So you just can't go below 0, but you can still move and stuff. And I guess I would like to see it where something maybe a little more happens, like maybe all you can do is move or something like that. You can't even, you know, something of that nature. Because it was rather, I don't know. I just not being able just to defend isn't that big of a deal. It's almost more, you almost want to spend your points. Then in turn, you also kind of want to save them for the big fight, and that's what ends up happening. You just end up saving them. So overall, I thought the game was fairly fun, and the fact that it is a one-player game, that's awesome too, because you don't always have the ability to have other players. So the fact that you can play one player, and there's are kind of multiple means you can do this. I mean, multiple difficulties. I like the fact that it had difficulty of beginner, easy, medium, epic, and impossible. But you know, on the right circumstances, the difficulties don't really mean much. I mean, we were playing on impossible, and it was rather easy, and then I was playing on impossible, and I was getting destroyed. But then again, I was also playing on beginner on some of them, and I was getting destroyed. So it's really up on the card hands. So overall, I think this is a neat little game. I would like to see some improvements. One of the things I guess I would like in the parts. Let's talk about the parts for a second. This is pretty cool, but I kind of wish they were a little more inspiring. Like they actually maybe look like the barbarian and the wizard and the cleric. I understand like the blue and green are always for, you know, your 1 and 2 players, but I don't know. I think it would be a little more inspiring if maybe they had weapons, or like if, you know, a little more inspiring than that. As for these other parts, pretty cool. But I think there needs to be a little more in the rules, because when we first started playing, we didn't realize the orange is what you would need to put as your location health. But we quickly realized that's what it was for. Now, I got dice. At no point did we actually use dice, so this must have been just a promotion device. So at no point in this game did the dice ever really come up. So, you know, again, thanks for giving me extra dice. And on this other stuff, these other little pieces didn't come up. So I'm assuming that this is more of what the cards are going to look like versus like this. You know, the material is actually fairly good. It's not just a piece of paper. They're actually little cards, and but this is more with the colors. So I would like to see like pictures though, not just coloring. I would like to actually see pictures. As for the front of them, they were fine. They were easy to recognize. We understood what they meant. And I think that's about it. And so watch my videos, the play videos. And until next time, the devil's in the details. Thank you. Okay, so we have the capital city right here. We have the Plains city set up. Capital city's at 0 health, Plains at 1. Everything starts off at 1 except for the capital. Plains, desert, mountain, ruins, coast, forest. So the special ability for the Plains is, when you're on this, is you may defend 2 adjacent regions as if you were on them. Pass ability on this is it takes 2 actions to move. It takes 2 actions to leave the desert. Mountains is place your pawn on the circle. When an enemy attacks the mountain, move your pawn from the circle to the defend. Action for ruins, transfer 1 damage from another region to the ruins. Coast, move to any region. Forest, for 2 action points you can reduce any threat level by 1. So go ahead and pick your character.
I'm going to pick the Warlord. Special abilities, action, move another player 1 space, and then he has another ability, action, return to the capital city.
Okay, so I'm going to pick the Sorcerer, remove 3 threats to a region for 2 AP. So we go ahead and put our health. You're red, I'm blue. So we already have this set up. Okay, we already have our foes, our horde set up with the active foo. Here's our action deck. So go ahead and let's do every other. We'll switch back and forth.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, horde attacks mountains and deserts. So move up mountain and move up desert.
Okay, and horde attacks forest and ruins. So forest and ruins.
Blue player.
Okay, so I'm going to move to the plains. This is only defend though.
Right.
This ain't attack.
Right.
Okay.
But if like horde
Yeah.
attack this, you could take a health to make it so they don't attack it. Doesn't increase the threat level.
And I guess I'll just attack and be yeah, I'll attack and then I will move.
Okay.
No, I don't want to do that. I'll attack and so I still have 1 more, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll move.
Just move the forest.
Move to the forest.
Okay.
Okay, so your turn.
Blue player again.
Okay, so I'm going to attack twice.
Okay.
1, 2. We get 3 actions, so that's 2 of them. And I think I'll move back to the plains.
That's good. Good idea.
I will. Okay, so
Forward.
coast and ruins. Coast and Ruins.
Ruins.
Okay.
Red player. Alright, I'm gonna move to Ruins and attack twice. Alright. And
You got one
That'd be
more action?
no, that'd be it.
Okay.
That's all.
And your player, you get to act again.
Cool. I go to mountains. So that's one. And no, I'm gonna go to the coast. So that's one. And attack twice.
Okay. So that moves the threat level to
0.
0. Okay, and I will shuffle these up.
And it's Horde's turn, right?
Horde's
Run
turn.
away, shuffle, and then
Okay. And the Horde gets to attack mountains and plains.
now you can defend plains if you want to by sacrificing a health.
Yes, I'll do that.
Alright.
And I think we're ready for the next turn. For the next round. So when we go through the action deck once, that's considered a round.
Right. Alright.
Ready?
Yep. There.
Okay. So
Red player.
red player.
Alright. I'm gonna use the action that the coast has, so moving to any region. I'm gonna go to the mountains, and so that's one point, and then attack twice. Let's bring it down to 1.
Okay. Red player again.
Cool. And then I'm going to move. We'll move back to the ruins, and
What, attack?
yeah, I'll attack it. Okay.
Is that considered
That's
the
2, and shoot.
Well,
I'll just move back to the capital city.
Okay.
Yeah. Using my special ability. Oh no, Warwick just moved too.
Forest and Ruins.
Shoot. Didn't think that one through.
Okay. And then next is Coast and Ruins. Okay. Next is Mountains and Desert.
Now you can defend the desert.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright.
So I can defend it based on because I'm standing on the plains, but the plains can defend the 2 adjacent. Blue player. Okay, so I'm going to. Who's the worst?
Well, it's a 3-way. No, it's between mountains and desert and ruins, so it's a 3-way tie.
All right.
For the worst.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 points out of my 3 to reduce the threat level of the mountain by 3, which brings that down to 0. It gives me 1 more left, but since there's 1 more card left, I know that card's mine. I think this is going to work out for me. I'll move to the forest. That'll end me. Now it begins me again. I'll fight 1. So that takes 1 out of 3. I'll move to the plains. That's 2 out of 3. And then I'll move to the capital, which will heal my health at the beginning of the next turn.
Sounds good.
And go ahead. I'll shuffle these up now.
Okay. Attacks mountains and coast. So,
Mountains and coast goes up by 1.
alright.
Okay, so I'm just shuffling up our action deck. I noticed that the last couple turns we've been going the same, like one after another. So I'm gonna really try to shuffle this up. Since the cards are so small, they are kind of difficult to shuffle.
Right.
Okay. All right. So now I believe we're beginning a new round.
Yep, you're
I'm back
now.
healed. Are you healed?
I was always healed.
Okay.
This.
So go ahead. You try it.
Red player. Alright, I'm gonna move to the ruins. Fight twice.
How about every round we just switch back and forth, like, so you'll do this until the whole card.
Okay, that's fine. Red player again. Alright, I'll move here. Fight twice. That's it.
Okay. Oh yeah, keep going.
Alright, Horde. Attacks mountains and deserts. So there. And there.
Okay.
Alright. Blue player.
I guess I'll go here for 1 out of my 3, and then I'm gonna reduce the threats by 3 for 2 points.
Okay.
Because that's my special ability. Remove 3 threats from a region for 2 AP. So then that stops. So I'm done.
Okay. Alright, Horde attacks coast and ruins. I'm gonna defend the coast. Drops my health down to 2. And Horde attacks ruins and forest. And then blue player.
Coast is over there. I'm going to 1, 2, take these 3 over there. Well, I can. Okay, I guess I'll stay here. I will, for 2 points, reduce the mountains to 0. So that leaves me with 1 more. I'm going to spend a health. That gives me 2 more points. That brings me to 3. So I will then spend 2 to spend 2 AP to remove the threat level by 3 to the ruins. So that's 0. And then I'll spend my last to go to the capital city.
Alright. Okay, so that's it for that one. Now we do the hordes. Horde is coast
And forest.
I'm gonna defend the coast.
Okay.
Alright. And so now we're down to the actions.
Yep.
New round.
Yeah, just shuffle them up and. Okay, so I'll draw them now. So we have Coast and Ruins.
I'm gonna have to let it go.
Okay. Next is blue player. Forest is hit pretty hard, isn't it?
Mhm.
So I'll spend 2 points to reduce that to 0, and then I'll move back to the plains. Oh, I'm also full of health because I was in the capital. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Forest and ruins. And ruins. Okay, so oh, I could have defended forest. Oh, that's all right. Red player.
All right.
Make sure on at least your last card you
Move there.
move to the capital.
All right. I'm going to fight coast and move to ruins. Fight one more time.
Okay. Blue player. Everything seems to be like somewhat okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Move
Okay.
to the coast.
All right.
2, 3. I was on the plains. 1, 2. I'll do it this way instead of go through the capital. I'll go through forest, coast, and that gives me 1. But it doesn't really matter. I don't have anything else I can do.
Okay.
So, red player. So
Right.
make sure you at least end in the capital so you
Right.
can heal.
Right. So fight here, and
You can use a move ability if you want me to move to somewhere else.
right. I can only move you one space. Let's move you back to the ruins.
Okay. All right. And so mountains and deserts. Mountain and desert.
Now, if you wanted to, you could transfer from mountain to the transfer 1 damage.
No, that's pretty low.
Okay.
I'll do that like later on.
Alright.
Okay, and so epic. Well, it's not epic attack yet. Mountains and ruins. Okay, so mountains.
And you can defend a ruins if you want.
Transfer 1 damage from a yes. But what actually, if I do that, the ruins already takes 1. Well, I'll defend 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that lowers my health by 1. And
then you'll transfer 1 damage from the mountains to the ruins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Just bring it down.
Go ahead and shuffle these up, and now you're at full health.
Yep.
Does it seem harder? This is at the epic, so this is supposed to be the hardest level.
The impossible.
Impossible level.
Yeah. We haven't really gotten to too many challenges.
Yeah. At the beginning it seemed like it was, but it really shouldn't have mattered. I think we were just pulling the wrong cards out.
Right.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Alright. It's gonna be mountains and deserts.
Mountains and desert. Desert goes up by 1.
Do you want to transfer to the mount or ruins?
Yes.
That way you don't have to actually move. Alright. Blue player.
Okay. Well, I'll fight twice.
Okay.
Bring that down to 0. And I will go to the I'll go to the I think I'll stay right there.
Alright. Sounds good.
Well, wait. Let's go to the coast. I'll go to the coast.
Okay. Red player. Alright, I'm gonna move down 1, 2, and then
Fight for
1. And I'll stay in the desert.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright. Forest.
goes up by 1,
and ruins.
and ruins goes up by 1. Okay.
Mid player, I'm gonna fight
Desert.
Desert 1, and then I'm gonna use my
Oh, that's
one
smart.
action to go back to the capital city, and then I still have one action.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna move over to the plains.
That's smart because it would have taken 2 to
2
get
rounds, yeah.
to get off the desert. Okay.
Alright. Blue player.
I do have some health, so so if I move here, that takes 1 out of my 3. Fight, that's 2. And I think I'll end in capital.
Okay.
Reduce that to threat level 0, and then move the capital.
And ruins and coast.
Okay, and you want to do the horde?
Yep. So we got desert and forest, and I am going to defend. Can I defend both? Does it say if I can do it? Defending.
I think you could.
I thought it said I can defend multiple times. I'm going to defend both of them with using the plains ability. So drop me down to 1, and none of them go up.
Okay. That was the horde. So it's, now it's shuffling. Okay. So new round. I'm back to. You're gonna need to heal.
All right.
Okay. So we have mountains and desert.
Desert. There.
Okay. So we have
Blue player.
blue player. Oh. Let's go here for 1.
Okay.
Fight for 1. So that's 2. 3. Fight for. No, just that's smooth.
Okay.
But I'm gonna spend 1, so I'm at 2 health to give me 2 more points, and I'm going to reduce this by 3. Brings it down to 0.
Red player. Alright, I'm gonna go down to desert. Fight for 1.
So you have 1 more left. You can use your ability
Yep,
to.
and go back to the capital.
Could you?
What's up?
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you could move anywhere or move by 1.
Oh,
No, it's just a player.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Forest and ruins. So ruins goes up by 1. Ooh. Forest is at 3. And that's it. Red player.
It's going to.
You need to somehow work it out where 1, 2. You need to work it out so that you can heal though.
Alright.
Well, you can. I guess you can go to ruins, fight once, and then move back.
Yeah, I could do that.
I'm
Or
gonna,
I could move you. Well, you can move anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, why don't I move you?
Yeah, that way if we have to
Right.
defend.
Right. So I'll move you to forest.
Okay.
And
So that's for 1 point.
1. And
It's pretty much all you can do.
that's all I can do, yeah. Alright, then I'll just stay there.
Okay. Blue player. I'll spend it for. I didn't know I had another card left. I'll spend that to reduce that to 3. So it's back to 0. So that'll take 2 points. I'll use my other to go. Let's go back to the coast. No, I should go to the plains.
Okay. Do you want to How many points do you have though? Oh yeah, 2. So that was 3.
Oh, I might as well spend a point.
Yeah, you might as well spend a point, get 2.
2 extra points.
Right.
So
what I would do is,
everything's at 0 over here.
right. But instead of going to the plains, spend it here, move 1 here, and then you end up back in the capital. So
Yeah. So.
yeah.
Okay, so I was at 2.
Right.
So
you spent
1 to fight, right?
You spent 2 to get it down.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
So
and then
that's the 3rd one.
Yep.
So I'm going to spend
2 more and fight here, and then move to the capital with the coast.
1. That only brings me to a ruin, so.
No, but you can use the coast ability
Oh, yep.
to go anywhere.
Okay, you're right. Can go back to the capital.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way.
Alright. And horde is ruins and coast. Alright. Now new round.
Yep, new round.
No,
well,
you gotta
horde.
do horde. Horde is ruins and plains.
Ruins and plains. Okay, so shuffle up the deck. We should be all healed now.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna remember that. Spend a point. Just just make sure we're back with capital.
Right.
If we're gonna get healed.
Right. Alright. Alright, so it's horde is desert and mountain.
Okay.
And it's red player. I'm gonna move over to the ruins and then fight twice.
Smart. Okay. Good.
Red player again. Fight once. Move coast. Fight again.
Okay.
Horde is coast and ruins. So I'm going to defend the coast. And
Ruins went up. Forest and ruins.
blue player.
Who's hurt?
Ruins is the worst off, but I mean.
Yeah, I think I'll. Well, this is the last card. And I haven't gone twice, so I know that's going to be me. So I guess I will go to ruins, fight twice.
Okay. That's 3.
That's 3.
Blue player.
And then go to one, 2, and then fight once.
Okay.
I think that's how I'm gonna end it.
And we got the horde.
Plains
and desert.
So I will defend one.
You can defend both of them if you want to.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll defend both.
Alright.
Okay, so I'll be doing this round?
Yep.
Okay, so new round. Nobody's healed because no one's in the capital. Red player.
Red player is going to move to the mountains, and then using the coast ability, and then fight once, and
Move to the desert, or
yeah, I could do that. Move to the desert, and
don't think you can fight.
No,
yet.
I can't fight. No, you're right.
You
Player
can.
again. Now I can fight. All right, so fight.
And I would use your special ability to go.
Right. Get out of the capital. And yep, I'll just stay there.
Okay. Well, that was your second card. I would. You go to the capital, but then spend a point. Give you 2 more. Actions.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Will that work?
No,
No, it won't matter.
no, because then I'll be.
You'll just move back to the capital.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Blue player. Everything's almost at 0 except for, I guess, move to the forest. That's 1, 2, and then I'll move back to the plains. Yeah, I'll move to the forest, fight 1, and move back to the plains.
Smart. It's gonna be Coast and Ruins. Okay. Forest and Ruins. You can defend Forest if you wanted to.
I don't want to.
Oh, no, you can't. Alright. Blue player.
I want to end up in the capital.
Right.
So if I go 1, fight, then I gotta go back to plains. This is gonna. Well, wait. I got it. I move to the capital. I'll use my special ability,
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
and then reduce.
Do you want to do the Forest or do you want to do the Ruins?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, let's do the ruins.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, and it's gonna be mountains
and deserts.
Alright. Foe or horde.
What time do you gotta go?
I got an alarm set. It's
Oh, I guess epic.
nope, it's the horde. Just
Horde.
So forests and plains.
And plains.
Alright.
Okay, here you go. Go ahead and start it off. Blue player. Alright, who's hurting?
We're also at full health.
I'll spend 2 points to reduce the forest to 0, and then I'll move to plains.
Desert and mountains.
Desert, I will defend, and
Mountains takes 1.
mountains takes 1.
Red player. Going to 1, 2, and attack once. This one's down 1.
Okay.
Ruins and forest.
I will defend the forest.
Okay. Blue player.
I will fight once. Brings the plains to 0, and just move to the capital city.
Okay.
Coast takes 1,
and ruins.
and ruins takes 1.
Red player. Alright. No.
I guess you could. Well, you're pretty much full of health.
Right. True. Well, I could do multiple turns.
Yeah.
So I will fight once, move, fight again, and then do get 2 more turns.
I would fight again, then move to capital.
Fight.
Will that work?
Yeah, that'll work. Move capital.
Okay, and I think now we're on the epic. Oh, I was afraid that it was going to be the coast.
Alright, so what does the coast do?
The coast action cannot be used.
Alright.
Okay, so the epic is on here. I'm just going to put it over since it can't be used anyways. Okay. Shuffle this up. This is for the end boss. It's the Kraken.
So do we just go to the coast and fight the Kraken?
Well, we also have to have the horde
Right.
going through. Here, we'll both shuffle this up. Let's just take turns. This will be the final round.
Right.
So far, we have lost no areas. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, you go ahead and draw first.
Blue
Player. I will use my. This was at 2. I will use my special ability for 2 points to reduce the.
Threat level.
That makes sense. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're healed too, by the way. Yeah, I'll use 2 points. Reduce that to 0, and then go to the ruins.
Alright.
Okay.
Blue player.
Okay, I guess I'll go to the Kraken and fight twice. 1, 2. Brings it down to 4.
Okay. Red player. I'm going to move 1, and then 2, and fight once.
Okay.
It's down to 3.
Mountains
And deserts.
and deserts. Okay.
Red player. I am going to
Fight.
fight
3 times.
3 times. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, so the Kraken is dead. Let's just go through the rest of these. Coast takes 1. We can defend
We
it.
can defend it, yeah.
I'll defend that.
Alright.
And the
Ruins
ruins takes
1.
1. For the final round, Forest takes 1, and Ruins takes 1. And that's it. We've won. Any thoughts?
I almost wish we had more epic battles, like throughout the game. Like if it was, shuffled into it, and then you just like, oh, now I have like forest and water, or because taking a look at the other epic monsters,
Yeah, let's take a
they
look at the
they
episodes.
almost look like they go well together. Be more
So-
of a foe.
We have the floating eye, and that's for the mountains. Rotate 1 space clockwise when hit. Okay,
So it's constantly moving.
it would be constantly moving. And this one, fire elements, when hit, deal 1 damage to plane, which was kind of a bit of a pain.
Right.
Yeah, I could see what you're saying. This was supposed to be impossible. I didn't find it impossible.
No, but I mean maybe having more players involved, having the four
You would
people,
think it'd
then
be
you
easier. Well, yeah,
True,
they
but
would be more. There would be more
horde attacks.
horde
each
attacks. Yeah.
one. But yeah, I mean, for impossible though, it felt pretty average because we didn't even have a single land go down.
Nope, we didn't have a single land go
I
down.
mean, there is a possibility we just weren't playing it right or something. But
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is
we
yeah.
went pretty close to what we could figure out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I maybe my special ability, maybe I'm not doing it right, but if I'm not, they should be more precise on it. Remove 3 threats from our region for 2 AP. I'm assuming I can do that for anywhere, so that was pretty helpful. But if I have to be standing on the plane to remove by 3 threats for 2 AP, that would have been different,
Right.
But as far as I knew, we were playing that right. The Kraken wasn't as hard as I expected because he doesn't really move.
Yeah.
So we just rushed him.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely can. I think we definitely can take on multiple
Right.
epics.
And the other thing is, like, the epics really don't do anything if you don't attack them.
That's true. They
You
should.
know?
They should. I think they should.
Like, if this was on there,
We could have completely ignored it.
yeah. I mean, because even with the horde attacks, it doesn't affect anything.
No.
So, I mean, it's not like it increases horde attacks or anything like that in the planes.
Yeah,
It
it probably should be something like every round, if it's not being attacked or something, it does 1 damage or something like
right,
that.
right,
Or it just does. Then it's a time limit. You know?
right. And then, because then you're starting to get rid of the planes, and then start attacking the capital. But we haven't even gotten close to the capital even being
All right.
touched.
Well, that was fun though.
Yeah, no, it's a good game, and maybe
Okay.
with more people it'll be more of a challenge too.
Yeah. I definitely feel like there should be some more like in a lot of games. There's like screw over cards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where like someone kind of like in order does something. Like if it would be neat if our special abilities, in order to use it, it screws over someone else.
Right. Like if I move someone or
Yeah, like for instance, if you move to the capital, you have to move. You have
Someone
to
else.
move somebody else. In
Right.
order for me to use this, you know, it does also additional damage if
To
they're on
another
that
area.
if they're on that area
Yeah,
or something.
true. Or you transfer from one to the other.
Yeah, or you have like a character transfer damage.
Mm-hmm.
They, you know, something like that. All right, I think that'll be it though.